God, this word for your name's sake. Folks be queening around, they spitting venom at me. See, I'm the queen of the chessboard, I snatch it swiftly. Bishops on the board, spiritually watching my back. See, I protect my king mate, you already snatched. Who's next? I'm a strategist, don't come for me. I serve a mighty, I'll keep my name out your insecurities. It's all love over here, you boys live your fears. You lost boys screaming, y'all squad, no fear. Y'all squad is so hated, you participated. On your timelines, you spew. Hey, and welcome again. This is the Lyricism of Life. I am Apostle Pastor Pasha, and I am welcoming you here again today. We're going to be talking about some great gems in life, just dropping some gems in life. If you have had a great time thus far, put those hearts up, invite somebody to come in and join us tonight. Invite somebody to share in this journey, because this is a journey of love. This is a journey of life. This is a journey where we're going to discover different things, different ways to handle things, different ways to talk about things. And we're just going to have us a great time as always. So again, welcome to the Lyricism of Life. I love you guys. I thank you so much for your support. We've been having a great time thus far, and we're going to keep it going. So please definitely share and invite someone to come in. Today's topic is going to be awesome because we have such different opinions, and everyone sees things differently when it comes to talking about being equally yoked. So tonight we're going to get into what is really equally yoked. Like, what does that mean to you? To be equally yoked with your mate, to be equally yoked with your calling, to be equally yoked with your mission. What does that mean? And so we're going to dig in deep. Again, welcome everybody. Welcome those who are just joining. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have Babe on. We just look and see if he's ready to click in so we can get started and jump right in. We got a lot of great things for you in store tonight. So thanks for joining in. Babe, you can click in. And so I hope, again, that you've been sharing even the podcast. I am now on Apple Podcasts, so that's amazing. That's a blessing. That's answered prayer for me, because that's something I was praying for. Apple picked it up. But yeah, this has been awesome. Hey, babe.
Hey, babe, how you doing?
You look cool.
Well, you told me to click in, so I clicked in. Yeah, I'm excited.
Click in. What's good? Click in.
Extraordinary people have to expect extraordinary blessings and extraordinary beginnings and extraordinary endings.
That's powerful. Just going to turn you up.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yes. So
how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. You look really cute.
Hey, you got a sport 55, you know.
Hey, 55. Sport it.
Right.
Sport it.
Walking the yard with blessings.
Amen. Yeshua's name. We're going to talk about tonight what is really equally yoked, because I believe that a lot of people have different definitions of what equally yoked really is about. And so they may think about it one way, but when you talk about being equally yoked, it's not just in one area. You know, it goes and it hits many different areas, especially when you're married and you have a family. Equally yoked is really important because it means being on the same plan of Yahweh, being committed to the same word that's spoken over your marriage, and being committed to the same word that's spoken over your family. So I want to talk about a little bit about that just to start. And what is your take on that when it comes to talking about equally yoked?
Well, my take is I want to hear you kick a rap. Go on, kick something.
You jumped in a little early with that.
I want you to kick a rap. Go on.
Okay, well, we're gonna put this rap on early. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were just gonna kick it off top of your head.
Oh, okay. Then we'll do the music in a little bit then. So what can I kick today? Because, you know, they like to catch me off guard. Okay, I got something. Y'all ready? Y'all got to listen, because I'm going to hit my lunchbox table again. This This is the lyricism where the saints and sinners they mixing. No come and go salvation. Yeshua's name murdered. Nobody seen, nobody heard it. It's just like the Sunday service. Pastors will get at you. Come through smiling, they mac you. From the pulpits attack you. Choirs attack too. Deacons stay on us like tattoos. I only tell the truth, see I have to. Money is power. Offering buckets swing every hour. They slinging Jesus' name like it's powder. It's all about that dollar. Some ministers are nothing but cowards. Weak saints get devoured by the lions in the concrete. Jungle the strong stand and rumble, the weak fall and crumble. Some folks are in trouble. Y'all squad's home of the greatest rapper. Bishop comes first, yo, his queen comes after. Get them hearts up. Come on, y'all, get them hearts up. Let me see your Christ like, get them hearts up. No matter where you're from. So we're going to start off with that.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. Bring on the Twinkies. Bring on the Twinkies.
Babe.
Yes. Yes.
Bring on what
yes.
Twinkies?
So what do I think it means to be equally yoked?
Yes.
I think to be honest, it means not to be afraid to express yourself, not to have the fear of failing or being mocked as being rejected, not being pushed away. Being equally yoked means to me, I have to wait to tell you later. I can tell you now. I can tell you now without any consequences, without any threat to our relationship. You know, equally yoked means you are my counselor. I am your counselor. That I can tell you my innermost beliefs, fears, desires, wants, without reprisal. Equally yoked means that. And I think to me, you know, in all truth and honesty, I mean, I'm going to lighten you up just a little bit. Okay, babe? In all honesty, I think that each person, you should have this definition. No one knows my significant other. No one knows my mate. No one knows my lover better than me.
Yes.
Because then what you're looking at, hey, all the answers are within you. And so forth. I get people who get so angry at me because they feel as if I can't fit them into my schedule. But the thing is, I believe equally yoked is you have the freedom to say what you want to say, you know, and that's an exchange. That's an exchange of love. And like I said before, you know, hey, I don't want to have a definition that somebody knows my wife better than me.
Right.
you know. I don't need no help with you.
That's right.
I mean, you're a lot to handle.
Okay.
You know, I might not be able to fit everything in my hands, but
babe,
I can.
Babe, don't get smacked right here on this podcast, okay? But listen,
first comes the queen, then comes the bishop, or the bishop comes first, then the queen.
Write it down.
Okay.
Bishop comes first, then the queen comes after. But listen,
yeah.
This is what I was meditating on, and it takes a lot of growth to come to this point. But I have grown to this point. Even in your disagreements, you have to find your equally yoked, because it brings back, it's a focal point, and it brings you back, and it causes you to remember the whole point of your union. It causes you to remember what your union was built on. So to be equally yoked.
I never knew Trisha was a Hebrew.
Babe?
It says Trisha is a Hebrew. It says Michelle Hebrew. she's a Hebrew Israelite. I didn't know Trisha was a Hebrew Israelite. More power to you. But listen to this, babe. You know, what we were discussing the other night, we have never had a disagreement arguing over what's yours and what's mine. That's unheard of in our relationship.
Right.
In our relationship, it's unheard of. You know, this is my car. This is your car. This is my couch. This is your couch. This is my oatmeal, your oatmeal, your. We have never had. There's never been an ownership issue in our marriage, because I think, I mean, we share everything.
Right.
You know, we've never had that argument. This is we've never had that. We've never had, you know, this is my house. This is, you know, my shoes. We've never had that, you know, and so forth. And that's another thing of being equally yoked.
Right.
I don't get me wrong. If you gonna marry somebody you can't trust, get a prenup. if you can't trust the person, you better write something down, you know. Or I mean, if you don't want to die and leave it to somebody, you know, and so forth and so on. I think we've never had that. That's another thing of being, you know, co-equal, co-laborers, sharing in the love, sharing in the hurt, sharing in the pain, sharing in the plans, sharing in the dreams. I believe you have to share in that, you know. And
right.
I have fun. I have fun. And now that they've done studies that the longer you live with somebody, they look like you. So, you know, every day you getting better looking because you're looking like me. Every day.
Thank you.
Yeah, we moving. But the thing is what I believe, okay, I definitely believe in counseling. I know counseling works. But we don't see Christ counseling anybody in the text. So I really do believe that mates have to come to a place where they're counseling each other by being equal, counseling each other by saying what's on their heart, what's on their mind, and so forth. So I mean, I think you give me the freedom to be me, and hopefully I give you the freedom to be you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yes.
No,
that's powerful because that's what our union is all about. That's our makeup. You love me and I love you being you. And
I wear makeup? You said I wear makeup?
That's the makeup of our union.
Okay.
Stop playing. Listen. But listen, I want to also explain this too, because the way I see being equally yoked is equally yoked is I consider you.
I want Oprah to hear that. Go ahead.
I consider you in everything. And I take you with me no matter what I'm doing. And so
in the bathroom.
You say whatever. Just listen. In everything I do, I consider you. I always say, even if
you consider me, but then you joke around saying I'm running in the street. I don't like when you're running in the street. You're running in the street.
Life is the only life I know. I know.
I'm doing the work of Yahweh in these streets.
Hallelujah.
I'm laying on hands.
Hallelujah. Won't he do it?
Yes.
You just better not come back with no baby Jesus. Hallelujah.
Virgin birth. Nah. But the thing is, once again, I really want to stress, especially the people who are meditating on getting married. You want to have the definition that I can say my heart, I can reveal my heart, I can exchange my soul to truly become soulmates. I can exchange my emotions, my passions, my feelings. And I believe what that takes, it takes a listening heart. It takes a listening heart and a patient mind.
That's very true.
But let's be honest. If you feel as if your significant other is against you, that's going to make you angry right from the beginning. I believe, well, as my father would always say to my mother, I need somebody in my corner. I've always felt that you're in my corner. You're my cut man, my cut woman. You take care of me. You know, you heal my wounds. And
wow, yes, that's powerful.
Yeah, you heal my wounds. But then again, babe, I don't know us. I don't know. I've never known myself to pick you up or you pick me up. We're just not down people. We're just not down. It's like, come on, babe, you can do this, babe. Babe, come on, believe in yourself, babe. Come on, babe, write that rap. We don't do that. You know, and now don't get me wrong, our daughters have that. So we're always encouraging our daughters, you know, but we don't have that. You don't have insecurities. You think you got it like that, you know, and that's a blessing. That confidence that confidence comes out. And I'm waiting for you to make me rich. Make me rich. I wish I could Rick James right now.
Babe, no, you didn't. Babe.
I mean, not like I'm Rick James.
Babe.
Yahweh. But
Babe.
make me rich, Yahweh. You know. But you know, it's very important to have that communication. Like I said, the worst thing I think that could take place in a relationship is ignoring one another. I think ignoring is a form of fighting. It's solid warfare.
That's
like
true.
A solid movie.
That's true. But guess what? It has happened to us because it's like I have approached you plenty times. Like, so you just not gonna say nothing? And
not when I'm wrong.
And then you're like, babe, I don't think you understand. If I'm wrong, what do you want me to say? And I'm like,
yeah.
So when I'm wrong, you want to talk for hours about it. And then when you're wrong, you just get to be quiet.
When it comes to Cain, Cain needs some discipline. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm repenting.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm not gonna but I have fun in planning, and me and you always make plans.
Right.
All the girls make plans, just like the word I got today. The girls are bigger than Disney. I mean, I'm excited about that word.
Yes.
So
very powerful. Very powerful.
Purnells are gonna be bigger than Disney.
Amen.
So that think about it. We share our words with our kids and others.
Yes.
We share our words,
Right. That's because
when it comes to words, we swingers.
Say what?
When it comes to words, we're swingers.
No, you don't even have to use that word.
I said we're sharing words, babe.
You can share words without using that term. We ain't no swingers on no words. Get on out of here. Don't say that. Somebody gonna come in on just that part and be like, Bishop.
No, ain't nobody coming on that part.
No, man. We ain't no swingers on no words. Prophets. Swingers. Prophets. Poets. We're poets.
Poets of the word. That was a slamming message. But once again, what I want to emphasize is listen to your significant other. Listen,
Listen to this. Listen, because that reminds me, a lot of the times, you are somebody who asks questions, even in an argument. You'll say, I mean, how are you seeing this? Like, how do you view this? And I remember a lot of times you like, I'm interested in knowing how you're thinking about this, like, because this doesn't make sense to me. How are you viewing this? Or how do you see me? Like, how do you see me in this? Because somewhere we're not on the same page. We're not on one mind and one accord. And so that always will get me to thinking, like, how am I viewing this? Like, is it really worth how I'm thinking about it? Or is it really what I perceive it to be?
And so often people are debating or arguing from a different perspective or a different emotion, you know? And that's why I would always say, well, how are you seeing this?
Right.
I want it. It's very important when you love someone to see it their way.
Wow.
Because it's only once you see it their way that you can understand. So when you really love someone, you can't start off with the premise that you're wrong. You can't start off with the premise that you're wrong. You have to start off with, I want to understand, why are you thinking this way? I want to understand, why are you feeling this way?
Yes.
That's very, very important. Why are you feeling this way?
Right.
But another thing is, you don't work against me.
Right.
I mean, come on, let's be for real. We can have a bad marriage if we wanted one. It don't take much. I mean, for me to have a bad marriage, put me down, come up against my manhood. I teach that if you come up against a man's manhood, he's going to be tempted to cheat. He's going to be tempted to prove his manhood in the street. Come up against my dreams, tell me what I can't do, insult me. I think we live by the premise that there's life and death in words.
Right.
And we pass that along. We pass that along to our daughters. But I mean, we could have a bad marriage. Go ahead, think of something negative to say to me right now. Make me leave this Instagram. Come on, push me. But that, once again, like I said, our worst argument a couple years ago was we were in the car and the kids was with us, and I think either somebody said shut up first, but it didn't go well. No, you shut up. No, you shut up.
Oh,
You
no,
tell me to shut up.
Match.
How you gonna tell me to shut up in the car?
That shut up match was serious.
Yeah, and but the thing is, and that's how arguments can start. It can start so significantly from a shut up. But if you shut up, there's no dialogue. There
right,
is,
which is a dumb argument. Because it's like, shut up. Why are you so quiet? You know?
Yeah. And I think what really amazes me, you actually have mates argue over other people, you know? And we were meditating on this. Think about, we were talking about this earlier today, babe. We were talking about how wrong it is for you to be able to have conversation on your job with people on your job, but you can't come home and speak to your family.
Wow.
There's some people on your job that is mandatory for you to speak to, but you can't speak to your family. As soon as you come, oh, I'm home. Oh, I'm tired. It's like you can't. And to me, you know, I live by this. The girls were having a fight, and when they were having a fight, I heard Kaya tell someone, "Remember, what you sow, you're gonna reap. So you need to repent right now." And I think it was over the cat too. I think Ty said something to the cat, and Kaya was like, "Remember, what you sow, you're gonna reap." I was like, "Man, that's rough. You got to reap what you sow into the cat." But I think it's wrong for you to have conversations with people at your job, but you can't converse. And we've never been into that. We've never been into not talking and having sex. We've never been in that. We never had that prostitution going on.
Like,
just leave the money on the counter. Leave the groceries on the counter. We never. I mean, I
find that weird.
In our household,
I find that weird.
You can't touch without communication. You can't touch without communication.
There's no connection there.
You gotta have some talk in your game.
Right? You would agree. There's no connection there, like to just do that.
I don't know. I think I could make love to you and not talk to you, but
first of all, that's
I'm just saying.
Not. You're always talking. Let me just say that.
Okay.
Regardless of whatever
matter of fact, you said I talk too much.
On the porch.
You said I talk too much. I make jokes at the wrong time.
Okay. All right. So bringing it back.
Well, let's bring it back to here. Equally yoked. I have a problem. I would have a problem if my wife was equally yoked to the bishop, but not me. I would have a problem if my wife was equally yoked with her boss, but not me. Wow. I have a problem that my wife is equally yoked where she can discuss things with the secretary or the friend on the job, but not with me. That would make me jealous.
It should make you angry because that's not right. And
it comes against my definition. I want to know what you I want to know what you're thinking. You know,
right.
I want to know what's going on. And I ain't never been somewhere it's like, are you having a problem at home with your wife? And especially if the person of the opposite sex. Come on, that's temptation. You got to call that what it is.
Well, let's just be honest about who we are. We talk about things like that and people like that. I don't know if you remember that situation. And this is how our relationship, how open we are with each other. I will identify if someone is being inappropriate in their actions. And I'll say, okay, let's just go here. Do you remember when we were in service, after service, and you were eating? And a young lady comes up to you and she's pretty much flirting with you while I'm sitting there. And I remember, because we are who we are, I remember looking at you and I said, okay, do you want to tell her to leave and give you an opportunity, or do you want me to tell her?
Yeah, she was very young. I think she was like 22 and putting her breasts in everything she did. She was putting her breasts in everything.
I don't care if she was 65. The thing is, our relationship is so on point that we will talk to each other and say, now you're going to identify what this is and you're going to take care of it, or do you want me to tell her what she is? And so I think it's important to have that openness with your mate. You know what I'm saying?
That's something to have on Instagram when your mate doesn't confront people, but the other mate does.
I think you gotta be honest about that. We have a relationship where we identify stuff like that. We laugh about it, we joke about it, but it's a very real scenario. And the thing is, you got to be strong enough and have a strong enough bond with your mate that you can be able to say, you know what that is. We know what that is. And how you want to roll and handle. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. We've always been that way. We've always been
more
that way.
people need to be that way. More
Right.
people because it's in that communication. I don't believe counseling works where there is no love.
Wow, yes. Wow. That's powerful.
And I think sometimes especially church people, they like to say they did the right thing or they tried or they gave their best effort.
Mm-hmm.
But where there is love, you make a way. There,
Right.
for whenever you love your mate, you're always going to be making a way of the healing. Well, my goal is to get old with you, you know.
You
And
gonna
the only
make
thing
it.
that's going to stop that is you dying young. so, so you, you got to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay healthy, you know. But when your goal is to get old with someone, you know, my goal is the pop and granny anointing. I remember when Grandpa Purnell died, and I remember Granny. Granny was like, "Oh, she's so young. She's so young." And I was like 4.5. I like, she's young. She's 50 something. And now that I am 50 something, 50 something is very, very young. You know, it's
Yeah.
very, very young. But once again, I believe you need to be able to converse, and you need to have the definition that love can fix anything. But guess what? Love doesn't remain silent.
That's
Love
true.
speaks.
That's very true.
Love does not ignore.
Right.
Love does not leave broken. Love does not leave hurt. Oh my goodness, feel an anointing. Love picks up. Love heals. Love gives hope. Love gives strength. And it should never be hard to talk love. Wow. It should never be hard to talk love. The only time it can be hard to talk love is when love ain't there.
Whoa.
You know, that's the only time.
Woo. That's true.
You know,
That's
love
true.
speaks. Man, even Apostle Steve gave a high five on that one. Man, he made the blackbird come out on that one. Hey, Apostle Steve, what you doing? You don't do noonday prayer no more. You understand? He like, forget it.
Okay, all right. So,
yeah. But you need that that communication. But think about that, babe. And I think that's like I said before, I would feel so embarrassed if you said you didn't feel loved. I would feel like I wasn't. I feel like I wasn't being a man.
Wow. I think listening to your mate and understanding what they're feeling is very key. That's how communication, an equal communication flow is. Like you have to speak out, and you have to say what you're feeling. And I've told some people this a few times. Sometimes you got to draw back and know when the right time to bring something forward. And so I've always prayed on how to do that sometimes, because sometimes there's the atmosphere where you just don't want to put it out there because you know it's going to be a fight. And so you say, I want to approach this, and I don't want to hide my feelings, but I want to be able to say it at the right time.
Well, there's a lot of times you would say, I want to say something, but I don't want you to take it the wrong way. And what you used to always say is, I don't want you to think I'm jealous. Remember saying that?
No, I don't.
You say, I want to say something, but I don't want it to say it the wrong way. I don't want you to think I'm jealous or something like that. You don't remember that?
No, I remember saying, like, I don't want you to think I'm hating on somebody like that.
Oh, you scared of jealous, babe? You don't love
jealous.
me enough to be jealous? Huh?
Oh, yeah, I love you more.
Even Yahweh's jealous. Now I'm going to have to do something to make you jealous, huh?
Don't play with me, all right?
The thing is, you're so violent, babe.
Do not play.
I can't backslide. How can you backslide when somebody's violent?
But let me tell you this, and you know this. I've always said this. Our relationship is so on point. I'm not gonna let you just be out there and doing whatever you want on me and go preach in the front of the church.
What you gonna do?
What? I'll be right in that church at that altar, like, y'all want to know what this bishop did? I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, I thought you cursed for a minute. Oh,
bishop? No.
Yeah, okay, hallelujah.
No.
See when you dragged out the bishop.
No.
You're like,
but
whoa.
I believe in honesty like that. I think, I think if a person is bold enough to hurt you and think nothing of it, then you should be bold enough to confront the person and confront their sin. Like that's something I believe a lot of people withhold.
And remember another thing we were talking about today, which was so deep. What we were talking about today and last night, we were talking about people underestimate liars. And
yes,
so many people take lying to be something small, but in relationship, lying is something very, very big, very, very hurtful.
yes.
And lying could bring the whole house down. It could bring everything down. You know, if I think you home cooking chicken, you know, but you being chicken, that's wrong. There's one thing in cooking chicken and in being chicken, you know. So there's one thing in being in the hood. It's completely something different than being a hood rat.
Oh,
you know?
my goodness.
And hey, it ain't nothing like when a church mouse turns out to be a hood rat. But that would hurt. That would hurt. It would hurt you being on Instagram Live, flirting with somebody that you sleeping with on the side, and me not know. You know, you doing a Bill Clinton, lifting your tie up and flashing and telling everything. Okay, I would have a problem with that.
That is scary.
I would have a problem with that. Yeah, but people do that. Pastors do that.
Yes, you're right.
And you can always know when you go into those churches where the pastor's sleeping with everybody, because every usher looking at you like, you ain't have them the way I had them. You want some water? You had them your way, and I had them my way. And what's so deep is some men who look that same way, like you had them as a wife, and I had them as a boyfriend. He called you honey, he called me tiger.
The sad thing is you are not lying.
That's
so sad.
You know,
that is so sad, but it's so true. Like, wow, you know, that's really deep.
But that's where
it happens.
You need that conversation. You need that to be honest of equally yoked. I mean, man, Niggas had to step out of her office on that one. Niggas stepped out of her office and called.
You are crazy.
Go back and take your tea, niggas. But no, but that's so powerful in being equally yoked, that I can tell you if I don't feel loved. I can tell you I want more love. And I think every relationship should be open to more love.
Right.
And how they want more love. And how they want to experience that love. Because another way of being co-equal is that you're not afraid to discuss what you have in common and what you don't have in common.
Right.
You know? What you have in common, what you don't have in common. You know? You know, that's important. That's important in being equally yoked. You know, you can't be equally yoked if one person likes sex toys and others don't. That's true, baby.
That's true. It's very.
You don't
true.
like sex toys, so I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be equally yoked. You know, but you have to have that. You got to have that discussion.
You say whatever.
No, that's not whatever. That's real deal right there. You know, you have to have that. You have to have that discussion. You know, and so.
Hey, yeah, I think talking about being free to talk about any and everything is amazing, because, you know, some people have to really be taught that freedom because they've been taught secrets. You know, some people have been raised on secrets, and so the very thing that they've been raised on in their houses, they may bring that into their marriage.
Secrets in marriage don't work unless the secrets is amongst you and your mate.
Right.
And of course, different levels of intimacy. You know, because along with intimacy comes freedom and confidence. You know.
Wow. Yes.
It comes freedom and confidence.
But love,
like you put a lot of trust in me. I put a lot of trust in you, but I believe you put more trust in me because I'm in more environments, different environments. Hey, I travel to different states. I stay in hotels. You know,
and I know Yahweh's voice, and I know you know I ain't playing with you. So, you know.
Well, I think it's not just that, but I think it's even deeper than that because I have a big mouth. I'm very.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
very
somebody will
vocal.
bug you for sure. Put a
I'm
camera
very
right on you.
vocal. You know, I don't trust the U.S. government. I mean, if you read Black history, it's I'm very much against white supremacy. I believe people make up laws to put people behind bars. I believe ask Jay-Z. There's cameras in elevators. There's cameras everywhere. So the whole thing is, and I'm pretty vocal. So I just think somebody would blackmail me or put me on blast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely would.
Hopefully they do the same thing with you.
They definitely would.
Well, you
But
ain't got no money. You ain't got no money right now. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. You know.
Blackmail me for now, ladies.
You know, they be putting up body parts. And I'm like, yeah, that could be Babe. That's Babe, one of them singers.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. No. But I do want to talk about this a little bit more too, about how I always consider you, whether you're with me or not. Because that's when you know that love is there. Your mate doesn't have to be present with you in order for you to love them, you know? And so remember the time, whether you dropped me off to shop, right? Were you in the parking lot or you in the store, something? And remember I told you about the guy who was like, yeah, so what you doing after this? Let's go to breakfast. And I said, well, me and my husband about to go to breakfast. So you want to come with us? You can.
Yeah, you told me about that. That was
it
was shot right in Belleville before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think my dad was definitely alive. I don't know if my
Yes,
mom
he was. Yes, he was.
My dad was alive. And then you told me I was in line. And this guy was flirting with me, and I gave him the eye, and I winked at him 3 times.
No,
that is not,
babe. Don't you lie on this.
The scary part of this, he was like, "Yeah, let's go." That would have been the scary part.
No, I know, right? Yeah, right. You probably with husband.
that right there would have been the scary part. I'm like, whoa.
No, that would have
What
been
you
scary.
telling him?
Yep. He's like, but it just came naturally to me like that because of me and you were in the store. Like you do little silly stuff like that when we're in the store. Just act like you don't know me and say crazy stuff. Like stop following me.
Follow me with all them kids. What their babies, what their fathers wanna. But once again, that's when you have that level of intimacy and that level of openness. And once again, it comes from hearing, you know, from listening,
right,
and wanting to. I just believe a relationship can't get better if you stay angry.
Right. Yes.
It's very easy to destroy a relationship,
right.
And some people are very destructive when it comes to they purposely destroy relationships.
I believe
that's why you have to value it.
If you're going to say that you're going to forgive something, then you can't rehash it in the next argument. You have to, if you're going to forgive, you have to let it go. You can't rehash.
Say that again.
Yeah,
because there are so many men who will say, "I thought that issue was over," and then it's like the mate will bring that up, you know. And
you can't do that and say that you forgive. Then it's like, you know, going backwards, and that's very unhealthy to go backwards in a relationship because you don't, you know, there's no growth there. If you always reliving the last argument, there's no growth, and so you have to make sure that whenever you say, "I forgive you for this, let's move on," that you actually move on. You can't bring it up.
Forgive those 80 girls. Like Jay-Z said, I was going to get back to you. You're not laughing, babe. Hey, come on. We got to take this forgiveness thing. We got to see how far you're going with this forgiveness thing.
Hey, the only 80 gals is the ones that's in this house.
We got 80 gals in the house.
Hey, you can multiply me and them daughters however way you want to equal 80.
But it's very, very powerful to me, forgiving gives everyone a new start. And there's a brother Ivan who said women never forgive a man. Talk on that, babe.
I'm just reading that. I definitely say that's not.
I want to say something real quick, babe. You ready?
Yep.
The man's got to be worth forgiving.
Hey, talk about it.
Got to be worth forgiving too.
Hey, that's the key.
There has to be a value. There has to be a price. You
right.
see, that's powerful. You
yes.
know that there has to be a value on it. You know, right now I'm at a place in my life I can't live without your love, and I definitely
and vice
can't
versa. I agree. Me too. I couldn't.
Well, I know you can't. I know you can't live without my love.
Hey, you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know.
My love. But I think that makes relationship fun. Attempting to outlove one another. That makes relationship fun, and that's what values forgiveness. Mm-hmm. First of all, you can't raise kids without forgiving them. You can't. You cannot raise children without forgiving them, and you can't have a healthy relationship with your parents without forgiving your parents.
Right.
You know, every healthy relationship, you cannot hold grudges.
Right.
You know, talking about equally yoked, what would you say about relationships that feel as if they feel they have the need that they have to flirt with other people?
I don't see how someone would feel the need to flirt with someone else.
Oh, babe, there's a lot of different relationships out here.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That means that person is not fulfilled in their relationship. And then it goes to say, are you really loving your relationship? Because when you are in love and you love being a part of your union, then nobody else, you don't have interest in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel so fulfilled in my marriage. I don't have interest in what somebody else, how they could fulfill me. I don't have that interest. And so when you are in love and you're happy in your space, then you're not looking for attention elsewhere. You're not looking to see if you still got it. You're not looking to see, well, I wonder how this person could love me, because that means that you're meddling somewhere you have no business. That I don't have interest outside.
So you don't meddle.
Say what? You
don't meddle.
No, I don't. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. I'm very happy in my marriage. I think you know that.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't meddle, how would you convince other people you're not meddling?
Well, I pastor people, but I don't flirt with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in the ministry, they know I love them, but they know that I'm not trying to be with them in a sexual manner, or I'm not coming at them outside of my marriage. And I think that's very important. You can love somebody, but you don't have to love them to the point where you're always projecting your sexuality on them. I don't project my sexuality on anybody, male or female.
Babe, you project your sexuality on me. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about outside of us. I'm saying.
Okay, that's powerful what you said, but also the same token, it's not always about projecting your sexuality. It's about perception, because someone could perceive as someone projecting sexuality, and that's where the self-confidence comes in and the self-worth comes in.
Yeah, people have a mind of their own, and they can perceive however they like. But as far as I'm concerned,
no, that falls under the definition of sexual harassment. Whereas you can't define sexual harassment, someone else might be offended by it, where you might think they weren't offended by it, and so forth and so on. But within all of it, once again, is knowing who you are. I ask you questions because I want everyone to get every perspective.
Right.
Of the answer. In other words, we don't have a fake or fictitious relationship. The same questions I'm asking you here, I ask you everywhere.
Yeah.
I ask you those questions.
Right.
But then again, I love to ask questions. I love to learn. So about being equally yoked, you never feel threatened by the questions I ask you.
Right.
I mean, and that's another thing. I think if you ask me a question of another woman, and I lose it, that's not cool. Actually, what we used to say is like, don't tell on yourself. I think there's a problem if you ask me about another woman and I lose it.
Right.
You know,
right.
or I would be very honest. You say, did you see what this person had on, or what driving? No, I didn't see it. If I didn't see it, there's other times I said, yeah, I saw that. That was like a pink elephant in the room. You know, that was a pink elephant in the room. And a pink elephant in the room is not lusted. It just means there's a pink elephant trying to wear some leggings. Okay, if you saw an elephant wearing yoga pants, and I'm not talking about size. Okay, you can say a giraffe. If you saw a giraffe wearing yoga pants, it's like, you know, you're like, man, I never saw a giraffe with yoga pants. You know, so don't accuse me of looking at her butt. Okay, I just never seen that in yoga pants.
Whatever.
I'm keeping it real. Okay. I mean, babe, we've never had an argument. We've never had an argument like, hey, I saw you watching that girl's yoga pants. We've never had an argument like that, babe.
No.
We've
what
never.
For?
Huh?
What for? You know what I'm saying?
we never had an argument over Elias jeans or Calvin's jeans. We've never had an argument over nothing like that. You know, we
No.
we don't have no arguments like that, you know, and so forth. And that's powerful. Hey, that's Director Hall. Hey, come on, bro. How's that money flowing, man? Throw us in some of them movies. Yeah, but we've never had, and I think you need that freedom, because if you are arguing over someone watching somebody else in yoga pants, then what's the real argument? The real argument is that you feel as if your mate just wants to jump in somebody else's pants. Your mate can't control their urges. I think that needs to be discussed. You understand?
Right.
Hey, yeah. We got COVID out here. You know?
In yoga pants.
We got
COVID in yoga pants.
I mean, no, but I think, don't take the wrong way, but if you're going to accuse your mate of cheating, you have to know what goes into cheating. There's a lot of diseases out of here. So,
right.
If you're going to accuse your mate of cheating or cheating with a particular type of person, you have to know the level of dirty, and you got to be honest. How dirty is your mate? How low will your mate go? No, that's real.
Hey,
you know, I don't take this the wrong way. I think you married to the best man on the planet. So, to me, it's like,
I agree.
Are you willing to throw that away? Are you willing to throw your home away? Are you willing to throw your children away? Don't take the wrong way, but it's the level of dirty. So if you're going to, that's another thing. If you're going to accuse your mate, what actually are you accusing your mate of? What?
Right.
Because you should be equally yoked. I know you got. Come on, I know you got standards. You say you do have standards, right? You know, there should be some standards. You know, but that gives you confidence. You know,
right.
Look at me. You said talk that talk. She said I work in a hotel. I don't go below the 5th floor. Talk that talk, Minister Negus. But I believe
man upstairs 5th floor.
You need to have that you need to have that dialogue, you know, and so forth and so on.
No,
I mean,
you really do.
For instance, I mean, don't take the wrong way. I'm not saying I'm Superman, but
I think
I wouldn't even be. I'm not even drawn to somebody young and crazy. I'm not drawn to that. You know what I'm saying? At all.
I hope you ain't drawn to somebody old and crazy either. You don't need no cougar.
I'm 55. I don't know what a cougar is.
You'd be mad.
Well, cougar's 75. Like, hey, you want to drive my Mercedes? I don't want to drive a car that bad.
Ooh, you know? Cougar's gonna be like 80, like, Bishop, come here.
You're like, hey, I come on, put some time in the bucket. Nah, cougar's pretty old on that end. But then again, like I was saying before, and that's where being equally yoked in conversation and being able to talk and share your heart, you know, knowing what your mate likes.
Right.
You know, knowing what your mate likes.
How about caring about what your mate likes, or caring about what your mate thinks? Because when you know, you can be so headstrong that you don't tell me what to do, and it's like, well, it's not so much about you don't tell me what to do. It's more about, well, I'm protecting us, and like you say that often. I don't take that lightly when you say, look, I'm protecting us. That's very powerful because.
Well, listen to this too. And it goes back to equally yoked in communication. We've never argued about wearing clothes. I've never thought you put on something for somebody else.
Right.
You know, and you got a big booty.
Babe.
Babe, come on, babe. Come on. We're speaking the truth. I mean, what? You saying your butt not big?
Never trust yoga pants and a smile.
But the thing is, I've never accused you of dressing for another man. You've never accused me of dressing for another woman. Those things, and once again, those are heart issues. What do I mean, heart issues? If that's an insecurity, you need to talk that out.
Right.
I mean, I never viewed you as putting something on for somebody else, shoes, whatever. And I mean, you can't hide your body parts, babe. You know what I'm saying? So I've never accused you of being sexy for someone else.
Amen. That's right.
I've always told you to be careful how other people perceive things, who could be sitting next to you, or so forth and so on. You know, but
right.
we've never. But for people who do have discussions like that, you have to get deeper and say why.
Right.
Why do you perceive that? Why do you think that? I mean, if you went jogging in super duper yoga pants, I was like, yo, babe, you're in the nude. That's what I think. That's what would come to me. Other than, are you trying to pick up somebody in Branchbrook Park? You know, I mean, come on, there's some deer over there. What you doing? You know? Or me and you, what we'll joke about, okay, we're like, babe, you riding your bike in the park. You know, there could be people following you behind the bike. But we've always joked. But once again, re-emphasizing what I'm saying, I think that there needs to be a discussion if you feel as if your mate is doing something for somebody else. I've never felt that.
Right.
I've never felt that way.
I've never felt that way either.
I don't put on cologne.
Oh, I was about to say,
Let me honest with you. I have never in my life put on cologne for a woman.
In my whole life, say I don't put on yoga pants for a woman.
You say I don't put on yoga pants.
I thought you were about to say I don't put on yoga pants.
No, in other words, what I put on for me. You know,
and me, because I like that smell. So it's okay to wear.
Yeah, and it goes deeper. I think it travels all over with you. The house you live in, the car you drive. I was by CVS and I go in KFC all the time. But I didn't go to KFC, but the lady working in KFC was like, I didn't know you drove that car. And I'm saying to myself, who cares if you knew or if you didn't know?
Fix the chicken. Chicken. Fix the chicken.
Me driving this car ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's why they don't have chicken ready, because they're too busy looking out that window at who driving my car.
No, she was outside.
Not making chicken.
She could have been making chicken, but not my type of chicken.
Oh my goodness.
But once again, I believe that you need to be equally yoked where you have that freedom, you know, to say that, you know.
Freedom. That's key. That's very key. Freedom. And sometimes, just like you said, you can ask a question and it will make a world of a difference. You can just ask a question like, why did you do this way? Or
okay, for instance, you in the rap game, you know. I don't rap. Maybe you're sexually attracted to certain rappers I don't know about.
No, sir.
So you,
no,
there's
sir.
certain temptations you won't meet until you in that elevator, going
No,
up
sir.
that flight all by yourself.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anything else?
Hey, I'm just saying, you might, you know, you're the only female rapper I've ever been drawn to. I've never been drawn to a female rapper. I'm not like in bed like Babe Rap.
Oh my goodness.
Rap. Foxy Brown me.
You know what? No.
Foxy Brown me. What's
No.
wrong? Blue Cantrell always get her name wrong. Blue Cantrell.
You always get her song wrong, I think. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
You'll be talking about somebody say Blue Cantrell and it's not her. Like that's not
Yeah.
her.
But and I think everybody should make it a goal to see at what level they are equally yoked with their mate. And what's so powerful, that will cause people to converse with one another, you know?
Yes.
But I believe
Definitely.
people need to have those discussions, you know, and so forth and so on.
And as you discussed, don't be afraid to listen. Because when you are in a discussion, I think a lot of times people want to be heard, but they don't want to do too much listening. And you have to do both in order to balance out your disagreement where you can come to an agreement. And so it's like, if you're saying, it's okay to say how you feel, and it's okay to say what offended you or whatever, but you also have to listen to the other person's side in order to come to an agreement. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said it this way, or maybe I was feeling this way, I was wrong because I perceived it this way, but it was really this way.
Well, that's another thing about being equally yoked. You have to be able to say that you're wrong.
Right.
You know, I think especially when the first 3 years of our marriage, it was very important for the other party to say when they were wrong.
Right.
It brought instant healing, and it's just healthy, you know.
Yes.
It's very, very healthy to say, you know, when something or someone is wrong. Paul Steve said word on that one. Nigga's always wrong, Steve. Amen. But
You look at him not eating tonight. Keep it up.
Who knows, that Steve might be waiting on that. But you got to converse, and I like I said, we have a lot of freedom, and I believe every relationship needs that. That has to be, you know, that has to be very, very important.
Yes, and love is grand, even in the small things. That has to be remembered too. Love is grand, no matter how, like, what you're experiencing together. Love.
Okay, you say something you think that would make me mad.
Why would I want to do that?
No, well, I don't mean like that, but what do you think makes me mad?
Doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Powerless.
and I can't take doubt. Yeah.
Powerless, not having faith.
I got to give a shout out to Dame Dash. He gave me the commission. I got to do a commercial this weekend on it. Yes. Commission. Dame Dash.
Shout out.
Shout out to Dame Dash. Everybody get on Dame Dash TV network. I believe and I know that Yahweh Elohim is dealing with Dame Dash and dealing with everyone in his influence. And just give another public shout out to Do It All. There is no other rapper in hip hop that did more for me than Do It All from Lords of the Underground. That's just a fact right now. You know?
It's shout out, Do It All.
Yep, shout out, Do It All. But yeah, babe, but I
2 minutes.
You encourage me, but you give me the freedom to be me, you know, to act crazy, to make jokes, you know, and I believe I give you the freedom to be you, you know,
yes,
and so forth. And I think that's needed. But that's about being co-equals. But then again, it's what we have to keep on stressing. What we have to keep on stressing is be the best of friends, you know.
Be the best of friends and be equally yoked in your love, because that's what's going to reign and that's what's going to shine. We want to thank you guys for tuning in.
You didn't play our song.
We ran out of time, but we'll bring it back next week. We love you guys. Thank
you
for tuning in.
All right.
Yahweh bless and Yah shalom.
Baruch haba b'shem Yahweh. Shalom, shalom. Love you, baby.
God bless. Shalom, shalom.